Your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even to the dull and the ignorant. They too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain or bitter. For always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career, however humble. It is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself. Especially do not feign affection. Neither be cynical about love, for in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is as perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune. But do not distress yourself with dark imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive him to be. And whatever your labors and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace in your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful. Strive to be happy. Amid the noise and the haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even to the dull and the ignorant. They too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain or bitter. For always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career, however humble. It is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself. Especially do not feign affection. Neither be cynical about love, for in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is as perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune. But do not distress yourself with dark imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive him to be. And whatever your labors and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace in your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful. Strive to be happy.
For El Scandal on 12 February on With All Due Respect Loud Silence TV. For El Scandal on 12 February on With All Due Respect Loud Silence TV.
All right, good evening and welcome to With All Due Respect Extended Version. This is the Gold for Oil Scandal. Thank you very much for tuning in. We are live on Loud Silence TV, on Multi TV. We are streaming live from our studios here in Washington, D.C. If you're hearing me loud and clear, let me know. I think I can see it from here. Mr. S, Mr. P, if sound check is good, guys, give me a green light and then I can start today's show. We are live across the world. We are live on Loud Silence TV, on Multi TV tonight. We are also live on Loud Silence TV on YouTube. On YouTube, search for Loud Silence TV. We are streaming live on Loud Silence TV on Facebook. Loud Silence TV on Facebook. With All Due Respect is our official page on Facebook. You can get us live on With All Due Respect right now on Facebook. Thank you very much. Our affiliates are cross-posting the show tonight across the world in Africa, Asia, Europe, and the Americas. We have a Benjamin Wayuk Muhammad's page on Facebook. They are live now. You'll get notification if you are a follower every time we are live. Benjamin Wayuk Muhammad's page, they are streaming this show live tonight. Thank you very much. NDC TV are live tonight. They are also picking this feed live across the world. Honorable Joseph Yamin's page on Facebook, they are streaming this show live. Thank you very much, Yamin and your team. We also have HopeX TV and radio picking us live tonight. This evening, Kevin Taylor, my official page on Facebook, we are live tonight. We are also picking this feed live, and also Ghana News Thread, they are picking this feed live. We are blazing around the world, across the world, in Africa, in Asia, Europe, and the Americas. Thank you very much, team. Europe and the Americas. So, as you know, tonight is the night. Remember, we've been talking about this gold for oil scandal for almost 2 weeks now. It's about time I made Ghanaians know the truth behind this dubious deal the government of Ghana and some very I'm trying to say my words, and some very and some individuals trying to have been stealing from us. Tonight, what we'll be doing is simple. One, we will be exposing the broker who has been taking the gold and turning it into money for us. Remember, one, we will be exposing who? The broker. The broker has been hidden. The energy minister has spoken. The vice president, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, has also spoken about this gold for oil policy. It's becoming very obvious that every single individual is staying away or running away or shying away from the broker's name. Tonight, we will expose the broker. What is a japa? What is gold for oil? And these are things that we will be, in fact, at the end of the day, linking for you to have a clear idea of what is actually happening in Ghana. You'll be playing some videos. Remember, there's one thing we'll be doing tonight that has hold our credibility intact, and that is we will be flowing some document that has never been seen in Ghana before. Tonight, we'll be releasing documents. Remember, Ghana as a country, Bank of Ghana, PMMC, they have signed a contract to deliver 18 tons of gold in a calendar year. I'm talking about a year. 18 tons of gold. To some people, we don't know. Tonight, I'll be showing you documents. I'll be giving you the facts. I keep saying that if anybody else has documents that we don't have, or they can refute our documents, they have the right to do that. But what I'll give you today, the documents I'll be putting on this screen today has not been seen by anyone. Those people who are familiar with this document are people in the Bank of Ghana, people at PMMC, and also the broker. And who is the broker? We'll be explaining why Ghana today, we don't need the gold for oil policy. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. My producers are called The Good Steam. Tonight is the night. Tonight is the night where we speak truth to power. We've been doing this for a very long time. It's not new. Remember, you have to pay attention, especially with this scandal. Lots and lots of monies moving around. Lots and lots of figures moving around. I've taken, it's not been easy for me for the past 3 days. I had to take my time, work with the team, get the numbers right, go through the process, making sure that whatever I'll say here, ordinary Ghanaians, when I say ordinary Ghanaians, with all due respect, people who don't have that education that we have, can understand, read. Those are the people who are my target. I'll be breaking it down to the simplest form for the Ghanaians sitting at Asenkrigwa, my own hometown in Ayeldo, all the way in Denu, my mother's hometown. They will also understand. We will not be doing the suit and jargons scandal here. We will be making it basic. So pardon me, I'll sometimes be speaking our local dialect. I'll be speaking Chi to explain a few of the things that I'll be speaking on in English. You need to pay attention. This is a very, very important scandal. When you lose a little bit of focus, you might lose everything. Remember, tomorrow, Monday, I'll be back again on With All Due Respect extended version to break it down further. But tonight is going to be a fast-paced one. It's going to be a night of facts. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in. We are live across the world. Now, mo hwɛ me Ghana enyumbre wo TV so mo phone so ewiase afane nyina mo ye Ghana for no nansen enche bia na eye Ghana ban through the vice president's office Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne ada yedi chite ye no obeka kire say or the BB buy a friend no a year gold for oil policy. Now say you see kasam asay ye should need dollar e Bank of Ghana into Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say wakodwindwini bibi ho e de breye na de ode breye no ene ne beboa abehye sika sem no kena ama gold and dollar nsem no emu aye mememra maye into yete ha na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ebeka kire Ghana for say, and this is what he said. Let me get this right. This is what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia actually said. He said gold for oil policy will reduce a year forex pressure on Bank of Ghana, bring down fuel prices. It's Dr. Bawumia and ebetu nenum kind first. Ekache say bibi a friend gold for oil policy no adebia the Ghana sika kokko kwa akwaje fango de aba sene be ya ho a akire ye dollar ye nyebi no se bi ni dollar kra ye gold. Na gold no de betumi akoton gold no physical gold a ye ndane ne dollar de akwaje den akwaje oil aba anase fango aba ama ye nyina ye ho abaye. It Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as usual de bia no oba o asem foforo a oka na obi abebusa no ho say gold for oil no policy no edien na ewoma ye nyina ye ntie. It's very important that we ask these questions. What is in this gold for oil policy that most Ghanaians find it difficult to understand? We're picking up raw gold from Ghana, taking it somewhere and bringing in oil. I'm talking about diesel, petrol and whatever what have you. Now, we will be taking our time to break this down for you watching me to also have a clear idea of the people involved in this. A group of people, and as a group of people will be from gold for oil policy way, some group of people came together and said, you know what, there was something called Ejapa. Ghanaians did not accept it. Now we are going to create something called gold for oil. Now, yatia, yendidi come the boys, the yatia say a year gold for oil policy biaba. Now, enya Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nkwa ene kan gold for oil policy unsem. Na emra Ghana for yatia say ye gold first a year consignment akwaje oil no. Ghana for be bring na busa say na gold ne ye de koye no. Eye gold ne tame ye de koye ana say eye gold ene ye koton ye enye sika de koye. Ye busa sa ansem ya bedru hande. Eye abenmu nipa for people in government, they are finding it difficult to in fact answer this question. Now, let's look at this. These are government officials and their statements they made. Obi to say Ejapa Mesa or no the deputy energy minister or say Ghana paid cash for 40,000 tons of oil instead of gold. The Okani United say gold near the Koba and say Yadakwaji oil chinchirin chambano. The deputy energy minister Ejapa Mesa be catch Ghana for teams who say gold na ye de koye no sika na ye de koto oil no nti na obi ebusa na gold ye de dollar na koto ye de say ye de sika na koto oil na gold no ye konane na woposo ana gold no efa he if you some catch say gold na nkasa na ye de kohye obi nsem na nipa no ama ye oil nanso yete ha na the deputy energy minister Ejapa Mesa be catch say no it's not like that. What we need to get clear and say they took our gold and at the end of the day, it was turned into money for us to get the oil. So it became very contradictory. Mahmoud Bawumia, the vice president, said, and what Ejapa Mesa said. Now, there are a few people who also made statements. Now, the NPP, as a political party in power, their director of communications, something different from what Bawumia said, what Ejapa Mesa said, and what the government is saying. Or say, cash was never paid in gold for oil a year exchange. Now, Bawumia say gold for oil aba. Na the aba say the gold no kwaje oil. Deputy Energy Minister Ejapa Mesa say gold na oil na yakofa ba na enye gold na edi tiaye dollars na edi tiaye. Kai adikodienti omka say we are going to use gold to exchange for oil no was because we don't have dollars at the Bank of Ghana. And yetia the director of communications ewo NPP abai woma sibio ende ubusa abai na sema. Instead of the information ministry responding to you, it is the NPP communication that responds to you. The disrespect is what we have been dealing with all this time. Now, the director of communication of the NPP also came out to say, no, Bawumia is lying, Ejapa Mesa is lying. What we know as the political party in power is that cash was never paid in gold for oil. So one, or say Ejapa Mesa is a liar. Ejapa Mesa is the minister of that sector. Or say the vice president, as some kind said, gold for oil, no, that is what NPP is talking about. Now, what I'm going to do today is say I am going to try and move every Ghanaian along. Meka brofo, mechirichiri mu twimu. Ade bia me de beto eye screen so bia no, I will break it down. Remember, yenwie show we no, na me the documents be 4 solid documents are ordinary person be Ghana bia nsankan. It is only the governor of Bank of Ghana, some individuals at PMMC and the broker. Now, Amanfo Buta say, who is the broker? Who is the broker? Let me put this on the screen first before I start asking the question. Now, what will be doing? Yohana Bank of Ghana decided we betray. Now, I'm betray. Now, I'm see gold for oil exchange model. No, any you can say exchange modular. Sa a crime way so na Ghana for a year Bank of Ghana and the government of Ghana. Or more faso akofa oil na ba. Sibi ombeji gold na akofa oil. Into who model where enya me enamye. This model was put together by the Bank of Ghana. Inti one say bibia wasubia wodin. You are seeing the Bank of Ghana omudin oho. You are seeing PMMC. That's the Precious Minerals and Precious Minerals Marketing Company. Also edin oho. BDC's for din oho. Bust for din oho. Collection bank din oho. But oba ahana obehu gold broker. Gold broker. In all the documents I know Ghana no. This broker no dino embetuja. We have never seen or heard who the broker is. You can say broker. You nipe bia oye in diginem or dear ginemu. Sebio opeso kotoka ewo dansoman. Na se car no wa unim say minim nipe bia ono de sebio onim car bu pa na ono so a connection man. Sebiko sini swa na ebia car be pese metono 2 million Ghana na me man 1 million cross. Ha nipa me de mana onim de obeye amaka na mensaka. Ebia me man 50 million na onim de obeye sa nipa no ono a on tonka ono so a o nipa bia onye ade bia enam kwemu. Now what happens is the broker no ono de one say oje usika na ebia car wo pe no enye no de be bro car if you say also oja ne mfaso broker ena Ghana you use term be your friend no middleman. Now the idea ehu dangerous. The most dangerous thing is when a country as Ghana, a sovereign country, is dealing with middlemen. The moment you deal with middlemen, and I say government of a Bank of Ghana, also BRT said we all need to understand Bank of Ghana was established by the Constitution. Inti eyawo enemy yedia. Bank of Ghana does not belong to the president. It does not belong to the vice president. It does not belong to anybody. It belongs to all of us. So every single thing the Bank of Ghana does, they need to tell us who they are dealing with, how the deal is going, what they have signed. Because at the end of the day, you know, every loss Biabeko Bank of Ghana, you and I are going to pay. So it should be transparent as the Constitution. Model where I want TV no. It's a modular, we will come to it. And that's my bekana in two parts. The first part is domestic scandal. Kronwa PMMC, leaders of PMMC, Minerals Commission, Bank of Ghana, Abo Ghana. The second one is Kronwa PMMC, any Bank of Ghana for any obi a friend broker and not a third party or a middleman, Abo Ghana. By the end of the day, no, you'll be surprised. I keep saying Ghana Ankasano is a crime scene. But we need investigators, Inspector Bediako, to decode where the crimes are. The Jubilee House is a crime scene. Every single thing there is made up of corruption. And that is our job here. People keep asking, what have you done to Ghana? You are always criticizing. You are always criticizing. You are not bringing solutions. These are some of the solutions. I am telling you where the money is going. I am telling you who is stealing from you. I am solving the biggest problem I'm going to be solved. If we are able to stop these criminals from leaking or sucking us dry, our problems will be solved. Into Amamoka say, Kevin, you always come, you do scandals, you criticize, you don't tell us the solution. The solution is this. The solution is first opening your eyes. The solution is first making you know the truth. Then we can start thinking and acting. So this is what we are going to do it today. It's model way, no, the best about model way. So don't be scared. Let's do this. I will be a tense kakra. Kevin Taylor, Waba, I did also the documents better. People are nervous. Don't be nervous. It's me. It's you. We will take our time and make sure, say, this comes out the way we want it to come out. And we are saying our credibility is on the line. We are very, 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 very sure of what we are putting out. They are the facts. Adiachi, na obiati baby, journalist biati TV so, na obo mi ding, obo Lao Sales TV ding, politician bia na oni factor, obedi abaka se die yede tuhane eyentra, we will not spare you. Mami send we mbra, and sana me start here, obi anka che mi muade. I'm going to put some documents out today, facts out today. We're a politician, we're a journalist, we're a statesman. If you want to comment on this scandal, that's all prove you say you're wrong. Do not try to comment on it without your facts. Because the moment you comment on it without your facts, to tell me, say, the documents I'm proving here, and your documents are, then you're giving me the room to come after you. And I just want to set this out before I do, because Ejuma Way is a very difficult job. We have people putting their lives on the line to make sure, say, Ghana for Ehunu Kreno. Now, let's get going. Now, you see this guy. His name is Nana Akwesi Ewua. And before I bring this man in, this is PMMC. We are the managing director of PMMC's Precious Minerals and Marketing Company. Or no, Ena Edano. Mokai, this gentleman. His name is Nana Akwesi Ewua. Now, before I show you the board chair of PMMC, no, it's already Nana Akwesi Ewua. Kamara John Mahama, your president, you know. Now, this was one of those vocal guys who were making allegations all over the place, saying things that corruption under Mahama and that people are supposed to be jailed and that they demonstrated. He led series of demonstrations. This is Nana Akwesi Ewua.
Excellency, our concerns in no particular order of importance are as follows. 1. The erratic supply of electricity nationwide. Dumso. The unreliable supply of potable water across the country, here in Accra itself. The ever depreciating value of the city. Yes. Constant increases in taxes. Inefficient revenue collection. Very poor road networks. Constant increments in utility tariffs. Frequent increase in the prices of petroleum products. Government's inability to make statutory payments timeously to schools, health facilities and other state institutions. Government's inability to address labor-related issues on a timely basis. Government's inability to exhibit decisive leadership in the fight against corruption. Government's inability to kick out incompetent and non-performing appointees. The over-politicization of socio-economic issues along partisan lines. We have no doubt that this petition will receive the urgent attention it deserves, because we trust that your government is a listening government.
Some selected media houses are being escorted. It's happening at the moment.
The police are preventing us from exercising our constitutional right to protest, and we are improvising. That is all.
So what will be the way forward?
I can't tell you the details of it right now.
Most of the people who came out there were, as they would call it, middle class people who were okay, they can be comfortable in their houses and all of that, but these were people who came out there to protest. So people that you ordinarily wouldn't expect them to be out there on the street protesting came out. So that for me marked a new age of citizens demanding accountability from government. And then also we know for a fact that the then president, John Mahama, used to scare his ministers and his government appointees with Occupy, that hey, if you don't do it, Occupy will come after you. And you would notice that immediately after the protest, government responded. Government responded through a series of press conferences, press engagements, trying to address the issues we had raised in our petition.
So that is Nana Akwesi Ewua. He today is the Nana Akwesi Ewua is the MD of PMMC. Occupy Ghana. John Mahama and the NDC are corrupt. They are criminals. We are individuals. We are independent. We are middle class. We don't do politics. We are not into politics. Today, he is the MD of Occupy PMMC. Nana Akwesi Ewua. Now, this is his board chair. These two gentlemen, his board chair too is called Honorable Kingston Kisi, is the board chair of PMMC, and Nana Akwesi Ewua is the managing director of PMMC. Every single contract, document, every single money transaction be able to PMMC. These two gentlemen are the ones who lead. Don't forget this. I am going to introduce all the people whose names will be mentioned on this in this scandal. Let me say it that way. Now, enough of these two guys. Now, there's this lady, Deputy Governor, Bank of Ghana. Her name is Mrs. Elsie Ado Awadzi. Her name will be mentioned. Don't forget, when I bring her name in, do not forget to say, from the beginning, I told you, I will mention her name. She's deeply involved in this gold for oil scandal. Now, this woman, her very good friend is called lawyer Charles Ottery. Lawyer Charles Ottery actually introduced the third or the broker to the Achim Sakawa. But in fact, this gold for oil started from the office of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. I need to state this. This gold for oil scandal was started from the office of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. They actually put it together to make money for Bawumia to run for president. And you need to understand that this specific scandal is a joint venture, a Japa venture and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's office into a joint venture. This lady is at Bank of Ghana. The lawyer who is her friend, so our lawyer also is a friend because that lawyer used to work in the same law firm with this lady. His name is lawyer Charles Ottery. Now, they are also friends to Edu Boahen, the former Minister of Finance. Now, recently, he was involved in some scandal or defended Bawumia's corruption. They were taking money, you know. So they are friends. They are linked. I will also come back to this woman. Now, this man is called Opata, Stephen Opata. Now, Stephen Opata, the Minerals Commission. Very, 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 very greedy man. This man is dangerous. In fact, he is the head of Risk Foreign Reserves. The Minerals Commission. Every single thing I'm going to talk about today, this man knows something about it. He is very corrupt. And he's corrupt, as I say, PMMC, board chair, PMMC, MD, any ELSA of the Bank of Ghana. I am introducing all the characters. When we start to sail, you will not be like, who is this person? Who is this person? And intermenya abotra mechechim ama yehu obia or part of this cantata criminality. Now the next person is this person. This person is called Martin Kweku Ewisi. Martin Kweku Ewisi, executive management member or a chief executive officer, Minerals Commission. This man is also involved in this criminality. When we are done today, Ghana Phobeka said, no, there's a problem. This government has to go, irrespective of who's leading them. But remember, gold for oil is a Bawumia scandal. It is coming from the office of Mahmoud Bawumia, and it is meeting the Ejapa. It is actually coming out of Bawumia's office, and it is meeting Ejapa from Ekufuado's office. So two hardened criminals are meeting at a point. Now, let's start the show. Now, Obi Sheme, Obeka said, what is PMMC? Macheni Pabidin, Abomudin say, they work at PMMC. PMMC, what do they do? What's their responsibility? Now, I'm mentioning there. Now, when we say PMMC Ejuma is simple. Ejuma is saying it's on the screen. It says Precious Minerals Marketing Company. Precious Minerals Marketing Company is the authorized, is the authorized body, legally permitted. They are legally permitted to grade. That is one, grade. Two, assay. Assay, they are legally permitted to grade, assay, value, process, and sell precious minerals and to license agents in Ghana. Into PMMC, no, I am from a Precious Minerals Marketing Company, no. Omuna emramo mo kwan se omunya dey omontong omonto na omo ase na omunya dey omoma license na omonsanya dey omungredi omon value eye gold and as a silver eye minerals o Ghana no omo no mo ho kwan omudwumadi a omudi no. Now so PMMC has extensive expertise and state-of-the-art technology in determining the purity of gold, diamond, and other precious minerals. You see, PMMC for no, at technology sebio the one of the most current technology they test gold. You share gold, say impurities woman as pure. Almost so machines are sebio nipa they have expertise. They have expertise that they can work with you for you to know so the gold maybe you want to sell or you want to use as jewelry, it is pure or not. Into almost primary job as PMMC. I don't know. Now, PMMC, there is a word I mentioned. Your friend, assayer, and I say assay. Time I make PMMC for their responsibility. No definition of assayer: an analyst who assays and into brackets perform chemical tests on metals. Now, we must say a type of analyst, someone who is skilled at analyzing data. So PMMC, basically they assay. So you can say the assayer basically the omu church say omu area chemical tests. Udi gold free Ghana ekwa abrochira udru airport near there your office where PMMC for office omu beye chemical test mineral no say gold say diamond say silver. They have the money, they have the technology to check the purity of the minerals. Say Ghana na air ship it, say Ghana na air just say their job is making sure that the mineral is good for purpose, fit for purpose. Into Omojman. And I say PMMC assayer, that is what they primarily do. Now, me reading PMMC for no more responsibility. No, there were a lot of things there. You saw they have to sell, they have to do what? Buy, they have to say na omodi some other things to be account and assay in nkwa. Now, at this point, somebody will ask. PMMC, Mrebi Shaw say they should not sell, they should not buy gold. It's a very simple question. Mrebi or Ghana, PMMC say they don't have the right to sell, they don't have the right to buy. All that they can do at the end of the day is to do what? Is to assay gold. The assay they have to just check purity of gold. Check the purity of gold by using chemicals to check. In their core responsibility, no, do they have that right to buy and sell gold? Now, or let's go and see whether PMMC are doing the right thing or they are going against the law. Follow me very well. It's very, very important because this scandal, no, it's got a lot of twists. When follow, focus, you'll out. Now, see this. This is a document. And this document is a court document. A court document a free 2015. Now, what is on this court document? And let me tell you, a scandal where we put all the documents out. Every document I'm showing on this platform tonight. After this show, we will release all documents and put it on loudsilencenews.com. loudsilencenews.com. You have access to them, read and verify. So office corner stamps you can pick your phone, pick your call and ask. Now, in the High Court of Justice, Commercial Division Accra, and Negusono, suit number, and this is the suit number, very, very important. Take care, pay close attention to the suit number. And then I'll court in the year, Ubetu just say, Star case way, me person who say Kevin Taylor, some cano, no credit, and I say a intro. Now he says this Association of Gold Exporters of Ghana. Now, Association of Gold Exporters in Ghana, no, almost a year from a year, the almost change gold bullion traders. In 2012, 13, 14, 15, the from Association of Gold Exporters of Ghana. Later, no change from a year the gold bullion traders into the same association. Association of Gold Exporters of Ghana, house number 684 / Asanka House, Royal Castle Road, Kokomlemle, Accra, versus Bank of Ghana and 2 others. We're a court document. I'm not making it up. So if you are watching me tonight, you need to understand a court document. Now, Association of Gold Exporters, and I say bullion for and gold bullion traders. No, what were they seeking? They are not open or court in 2015. This was when NDC was in power, and this court issue, no, Association of Gold Traders court. Remember, maybe some chro at the Kudentia a PMMC, some who coin, some to gold, and I say, Omuton gold, do they have the right? Court in Rebuha, maybe say, become wasam. Now, when you open to the first page, this is what you see there. Into Assembly Code Court in Yano, Omu defendi Omu Ewa Assembly Muno, association for the Bank of Ghana, the PMMC, and the Ghana Revenue Authority. Sa government institution in some way, and a gold, Association of Gold Traders. Yes, Association of Gold Exporters of Ghana, Ediom Court. Right now, you're from gold bullion traders. These three institutions court adentra. They said the way these three government institutions were dealing with them, no, they did not like it, especially PMMC. Now, gold exporters who say PMMC ye adebia emrama omo kwan so omo nya de osomo ye no. Inti omo de omo court. Inti wo hwa first defendant Bank of Ghana, second defendant PMMC, third defendant Ghana Revenue Authority. Now, omo kuka nsem nyina no, the judgment at the end of the day no, it came out through a judge otena case ne so. We are member judge in the document for you to know. Number busan so on the same way so. Now this is how the final outcome from court no ekoye. Now in court, omukotena asem no so nyina no at the end of the day no say na court eka say enkoso ewo Ghana. This is 2015. Okay, point 1 now. Say that the second defendant, and the second defendant here is the PMMC. That the second defendant shall, in consultation with its sole shareholder, that's Government of Ghana, initiate immediate legal steps to amend its objects by ceding its mandate to purchase gold, for the purpose of export out of the Republic of Ghana, except that second defendant may buy raw gold for the manufacture of jewelry. Court ka say PMMC emrasho mo kitin say gold a ye export no omunjai ana gold a ye to no de omobetumi aye emra mo kwan say omoto gold a e say gold no omde den omde jewelry gold a ye to de jewelry so omujima de nyina no gold to any gold ton no aban enhwe say we twa sa de nu PMMC eni sa kwan no say obeton gold and also obeto gold. That's obeto gold kura na e wo say ye gold a ye de jewelry. Inti enye gold a ye ton ship akọ export every Ghana. Now okay, point 4 now. Judge Nisa can say, and let's go to the point 4. That in consultation with the plaintiff, and the plaintiff, as you all know, gold exporters, in consultation with the plaintiff and second defendant, PMMC, the Ghana Minerals Commission shall, within 14 days of the adoption of these terms as consent judgment, publish the modalities of assaying gold for export, including but not limited to exigible fees by all licensed exporters. In the court, the catch say, PMMC for no, they have to make sure that in 14 days, Minerals Commission, in consultation with plaintiffs, the exporters, no more making sure say. PMMC for the home limit. And home limit, they say they only assay gold. They don't have the right to do what? Export gold or buy gold and do what? Or sell gold. Even some motor gold cry, I will say gold no motor for just jewelry in Ghana. This is a court document. This is not from me. Now, court number 8, I say the first defendant, and the first defendant is what? The first defendant, as you can see, is the Bank of Ghana. The first defendant shall, in consultation with the Minerals Commission, publish in the media its revised directives or notices in respect of export procedure and foreign exchange as agreed herein. Into sa court, so sa catch say, Bank of Ghana, Minerals Commission, nyina make sure say asema ya kan court no, betro ewo de newspapers e Ghana fo nyina ehu, PMMC fo no, gyina bre de also ye ene de eni so ye. Did that happen? Have we seen any publication like that from the Bank of Ghana, PMMC, Minerals Commission? No, till date. Now, so I can show you, and these are the facts that will be flowing. Ever say muhu say the ekosono. Now oko asia in the court document no, Judge Otena case with a friend of Mrs. Equia Sapoma Amwa, pre-trial judge. Now oko writer, deputy head of registry, commercial court. The stamp is there. Now, so this clearly shows to say, ye did a PMMC court. Now court bua say PMMC ni ho kwan so obeto gold ana obeton gold. In fact, gold obeto kra na also making sure say gold na auto no ye de ye jewelry o Ghana enye gold a ye to no chenchirinchi ahyepia kwa abrochire. Na osa kan judgment ni ya de obotumi ahyepia kwa abrochire kra na e was 80% of the proceeds na eka Ghana. Ni nyina ekọ so court. We will publish this document for every single individual to know adikudenti amibusa say PMMC for omo kwan say e was omo gold ana omo gold. It is going to come straight to the scandal we are going to discuss today. Omo role omo play, how much money some people are making, the millions of dollars they are stealing. Do they have that right, the legal right to do that at PMMC? It will come website where they recently updated it and added what? Omo added buying and selling. You know why? Omo updated because they were bringing the gold for oil scandal. They were bringing the gold for oil policy. From 2015 to 2022, they never updated some gold and some gold. But recently, you read 2022, and I'm call update here, and I'm they sell and buy a account. I didn't know the account because they knew say they were cooking something. Your friend there, your friend gold for oil policy. It is this thing you are seeing, and well calculated. These boys went to Baobia's office, they sat down and said, Mr. Vice, so now afraid we need to create money for you. And this is the avenue. And it's about Baumia, the first person to do what? To speak on gold for oil. Why hasn't he spoken on the first consignment of gold nearby? You know, the second, the third, and the fourth. So far, Ghana has shipped close to 503 tons of kilos of gold outside Ghana. I will let you know exactly how much we have sent out of Ghana. Ghana government, Bank of Ghana, PMMC, the broker assigning 1 year contract to supply the broker 18 tons of 18 tons of gold. So far, they have been able to supply 1.4. They have been able to buy 1.4 tons. Menoka say Bank of Ghana etimato 1.4 tons of gold. Omotumi ama the broker 503 kilos, and we will talk about that. We are not there yet. I want you to have an idea of where we are headed. Now, 1 second. I'm trying to, yes. Now, I hope that everybody understands what's happening now. Okay. Now, right after PMMC for update on my website, no, omo cookie gold for oil, no, and omo back quickly, and omo be a better about your friend, no, directives to secure adequate quantities of gold to support the gold for oil program. Into omo yes updates, no, omo call by office, omo set it up, omo plan and omo say buy, omo say omo the directive be a better about. And what is the directive? Directive the PMMC the better about. This is the directive. Let's read the directive. It says what? Omo say the directive which, and I'm trying to get my glasses to read this. It's quite let me see if I can pick it out here so that I can read it better. Now directive, you know, a day na omo directive, I mean read the directive in sure send the plan of PMMC. Directive say the directive. Now let me start from the top background. On the 23rd November 2022, 23rd November 2022, and a directive with free PMMC buy. So you see how they cooked the gold for oil. Just 23rd November, and on the directive we better about. And what did they say? They said, on the 23rd November 2022, the Honorable Minister for Lands and Natural Resources issued certain directives aimed at securing adequate quantities of gold to support government's gold for oil initiative. Now, the place that is marked red, very important, pay attention. The directive, which are rooted in the government pre-emptory rights under Section 7 of the Minerals and Mining Act 2006, Act 703, stipulates inter alia that all gold from small-scale, small-scale miners, including the community mining scheme, shall be sold to government through PMMC with funding from the Bank of Ghana. Say, directive say, PMMC no, abayin asha almost say bibi. Now, Minister of Lands and the man sa to me no, is saying, almost say no, also to me to gold, almost support to gold for oil. Until you see a PMMC no, through Bank of Ghana no, almost be Jumedi be ama Bank of Ghana. Jumedi be no mubedi, almost better to gold ama Bank of Ghana. Now gold number 2 if you want more, mining, I did my friend community mining scheme no, minim gold do a community mining scheme for almost have to be every small scale miners and so now. Almost say sika omo de to gold no sika na omo PMMC de to gold Bank of Ghana na de be mo into omo de omo ni sika da ho but Bank of Ghana be kam sika mo so omo nkwa abontene ko to gold from bra na yemfa and support gold for oil omo si bi omo cookie ade na mamo. Let's move forward. Now when you keep reading, it says the large scale mining companies are also required to sell part of their gold output to Bank of Ghana in support of the program. Big scale miners no Anglo Gold Ashanti Gold Fields Asanko mine Sanko for kesi nya ombo so no so beton gold in my PMMC na odema Bank of Ghana because Bank of Ghana na fund gold no mototo no okwa say the Precious Minerals Commission Marketing Company, the Precious Minerals Marketing Company and PMMC no and the Minerals Commission were tasked by the Honorable Minister to see to the implementation of these directives, which took effect from the 1st January 2023. It almost started to talk gold in the bay 1st January 2023. So they cooked it late November 2022, and then they brought it 1st of January. PMMC, Bank of Ghana bemo muska na omato to gold. Remember, PMMC does not have the right from the court ruling. They cannot buy or sell gold. Even the gold they can buy, no, they have to make sure that gold stays here for just jewelry. How can they, at the end of the day, brush away a court, Asha Imra that PMMC needs to follow, and then go ahead and start buying gold? They are now flaunting the law. They don't care about the court because President Nankasa Kra does not respect the court. What they are doing now is PMMC today, they have overstepped the court's orders, and they are doing what they want because they want to raise money for Bawumia to contest in election 2024. Now, let us move from here. Now, PMMC4 has started to talk gold. Now, gold now more to turn on. Gold now PMMC to turn on. Style Ben or Muto gold no. Omoto gold with receipts. Now gold omoto free wine ho. So this is where the model comes inside. Now, this is the model. When model now Bank of Ghana de Babantino, how many PMMC for Econavi de Babantino? So we share the actual Bank of Ghana now. What you can see, they say, Uncle say gold no. On a natural dimensional diagram, let me explain this diagram to you. Way from Bank of Ghana in Freeman. Bank of Ghana will give PMMC cedis, millions of cedis, because Bank of Ghana is only dollars. So Bank of Ghana will give PMMC money. Then PMMC will buy the gold from people. And then PMMC will send the gold to Bank of Ghana. Now, Usha baby, I say gold picture bidana. On a normal day, Bank of Ghana was supposed to be able to acquire or purchase the gold from the first supplier. Who be your first supplier? First diagram now, I say now, gold be down. Bank of Ghana was supposed to be able to, at the end of the day, do what? Buy the oil with that gold now they have now. No? But they chose to do something else. The reason why they chose to do something else is say they wanted the money to go through a processor. They decided to do what? They decided to find a broker. Well, remember, Bank of Ghana does not have a license to sell gold outside. They don't have that license to go anywhere and say, we are Bank of Ghana, we are selling gold to this oil company. They can't do it. They don't have the license. Now, Bank of Ghana, PMMC, Bawomia's team, what they did was, let us create something called broker. Now, Bank of Ghana will send the gold to the broker. Now, the broker will now go to the suppliers and then buy the oil. Into broker, no, gold broker, no, what the arrow is pointing to supplier 2, supplier 3. Now, supplier 2, supplier 3. Then second oil now, then it comes to bust. Now bust for the BDCs. Now BDCs, no, a collection bank. Now go back to Bank of Ghana. It's in Bank of Ghana. But the biggest scandal here, and they say there is a middle person who is taking all the gold from Bank of Ghana and bringing us the oil. Now, do we lose? Do we make money? Why can't Bank of Ghana say, let's look through and see, say, we can, if we don't even have license, maybe let's look through. We might even find a company and tell Ghanaians to say, oh, this company in Ghana or close has the license. Now, what Bank of Ghana and PMMC, they have refused to do, they say, they don't want to tell us who this broker is. Because PMMC for no, any Bank of Ghana, no, they have connived and they're making sure that this money goes to them. Now, PMMC for started to go to Bank of Ghana, because also Bank of Ghana more muska, no to good. Now, see what is happening right now. Where Ghana scandal na make me we are better transio na ma kire obibia gold broker no or also what he is doing. And this I will show you pictures, I will show you documents, I will let you know where the gold for oil policy no, the idea behind. And so far for 3 months sika ni pebi enye go bobotom in Ghana, but we are sitting here looking for $3 billion. It shows you the people in power today, they don't care about anybody. Now see, PMMC to gold. Now, may the document you better screen so, but I want you to follow me. Today, as we speak, among your gold dealers, those who sell gold, those who at the end of the day sell gold to buyers. They sell the gold, you know, on with the rate today. So, 1 pound of gold should cost you 5,000 Ghana cedis. PMMC, Makapa, Omokwa Bontine no. Normal today, when we be out on gold sellers, dealer, say the rates today we are talking about, we are talking this rate, is when they started buying the gold. That is 3 months ago. 1 pound of a year gold will give you 5,000 Ghana. When you buy 129 pounds of gold, that is 1 kilo. When you say 129 pounds of gold is 1 kilo, you need to get 622,000 Ghana cedis. That is a pound of gold. And answer na benya 1 pound of gold, now when you a year 1 kilo of gold, no when you 129 pounds. We have pounds, gold pound, 2 pounds, 3 pounds. We have 129 pounds to make 1 kilo. We do 1 kilo now, your amount should be 622,565 now in Ghana from the time they started selling the gold. That is the maths. Now, say, 1.4 tons, which is 14,000 kilos. Remember, you need a year broker not signing 1 year dealer. You be provided saying 18 tons of gold. 18 tons. So far as we speak, PMMC at to gold 1.4 tons. I'm a Bank of Ghana. The gold they have now. Gold 1.4 tons. Out of the 18 tons are a year broker not signing contract. Now, 1.4 tons. So, all the back kilograms, ma, 14,000 kilograms. All the back sikema, 871.59 million. Now, 871 million and 1.4 tons. It is all person calculate 1.4 by 12. You will see how much money we are looking at. But let's not go there, you get confused. In the so far, PMMC, Ajiska Bank of Ghana, Sika imagine we don't know. But what to talk gold illegally. Gold illegally, 1.4 tons, which is 14,000 kilograms. And no, that means technically as we speak, Bank of Ghana was saying 871 million Ghana cedis. Round it up. Now, there's something they are doing. And there's a reason why sometimes, yes, scandal, I must say, I put questions to you. Because when I have documents, I don't give everything. Me pese PMMC for I'm daring them today. Every single gold they have bought, they have stolen from Bank of Ghana. Now, PMMC, who is the MD of PMMC, or the board chair, they have come together and they have added their margin to every pound of gold they buy for Bank of Ghana. Margins. Now, the margin is between 200 Ghana, 50 Ghana to 200 Ghana. Into every pound of gold be on betono, they choose the higher margin, which is 200 Ghana. Into one says, so 1 pound is supposed to be what? 5,000. Into on a normal day, every pound of gold should be 5,000. But this is what they are done. This is what PMMC, what they have done. Gold no muji sika e Bank of Ghana so mokoto no. Akwesiewa any board chair no. They have added 200 Ghana to every 5,000 Ghana. Every pound be 5,000 no. They are buying it for 5,200. Their own boys are buying it. And I'm daring PMMC to show us invoices of all the gold they bought omunya 1.4 tons no. It cost around 871 million no. They should provide receipts. They don't have receipts. What they are doing is they have set up their own branches. And now omodi gold no Toma Ghana into every single pound be on betona or say 5,000 Ghana no 5,200 Ghana. Now look at what's on the screen. Now the original no say 5,000 Ghana for a pound. Into auto 129 pounds, which is 1 kilo. It was say a dane 622,000 Ghana. Say auto 1.4 tons. You are supposed to get 871 million Ghana cedis. Now, omo margins no, omo ye 250. Omo ignore 50 Ghana no the bekano. Omo kofa 200 Ghana to every pound so. They should provide invoices. Now, this is how much they have made so far for buying 1.4 tons of gold, which they are not even supposed to do because the law court has said they don't have the right to buy or sell. They can only buy when they are using it for jewelry in Ghana. Now, calculate. It's only 200 Ghana to 1 pound to be also 5,000, 5,200 Ghana. Now, this is what they have done. They buy 1 pound to be 5,200 Ghana cedis. Now, 129 pounds, that is 1 kg. It will turn into 647,000. First, now it's 622,000 when it stays at 5,000. Now, because they have added 200 Ghana to every single pound, you know, they are now getting 647,000, 457. Now, omoto 1 ton now, mato sisiano, 1.4 ton, no, which is 14,000 kilograms, no. They are now making 906 million. Oh, say, omuye original one now, 871 million. The 200, but 2 more than so now. It jumps to the 906 million, 453,000 and whatever. Now, say, oh, check here. Nana kwesiwa any PMMC board channel. They are making about 34.6 million Ghana cedis. They are making cool 34.6 million Ghana cedis. They didn't do anything. All that they had to do was take money from Bank of Ghana, gold pound, 1 pound near 5,000, only 200 Ghana also. So they sit at PMMC and they make 34 million Ghana cedis. Cool. Only will be any problem. Remember, in the first place, they don't have the right to do what? To even buy gold as PMMC. Today, I am asking them to provide all the invoices and let us see. But Bank of Ghana does not have invoices. All that they tell Bank of Ghana is, yato gold no monje. So the two guys, Nana Kwesiewa and the board chair, they are making 34.8 million. Cool. Now, what shall I say now? In case you say, Oma anye greedy, Oma person will use 50 Ghana cedis. Oma for 200 Ghana to so, only 50 Ghana to so. Now, they will make a cool 8.7 million Ghana cedis. But what I know for a fact, these two gentlemen, with the help of LC at the Bank of Ghana, Baomia's office, they have made 34 million just buying 1.4 tons of gold. Remember, contracting and they broke and signing 18 tons of gold in 1 year and also provide you. So far, we have done only 1.4 tons. I'm daring them to come out with a press statement tomorrow and provide us with every receipt, invoice. Now, after you provide, do you have the right to buy gold? Because court has said PMMC is just an assayer. They don't have the right, and I've shown you court documents proving that. This is Ghana scandal. We are moved to the broker. I will expose the broker today for you people to know what these people are doing to you. Now, see this. PMMC. What is happening right now in NSA? The real numbers are about gold now. Say, Omoka say, Omoto all the 18 tons, Omuna Air Tama Bank of Ghana. It is crazy. Now they are making now make it $34 million cedis. Cool, no? So Omo to me to gold now could do 18 tons for 1 year. This is how much Akwesiwa and the board chair of PMMC and the Bank of Ghana guys and Baumia's office will make. Now, say £1 near 5,200. This time, I 1.4 tons near to. They are now looking at buying all the 18 tons of gold. They have to supply to the broker. I will expose the broker today. Now, 192, 129 pounds will give you 1 kilograms. Inti said 5,200. It ends up at 11 billion. Yeah, 18 tons ni nyina. Say almost the 200 to 5,000 a pound and so they will get a total of 11 billion after they get the 18 tons of gold. Now, legitimate costs of Bank of Ghana a year before markup no a year 11 billion. Intisiano, let's say we know 5.2. Now, when PMMC Ekudru Sana, they are going to make, these boys are going to make 448 million Ghana cedis. By the time Omontun Ton could do 18 tons, now Omo make 448 million Ghana cedis. 1.4 no, they make 34 million Ghana cedis. And here 1.4 tons. 1 year contract, so much to gold now 1 year no could do pepe. No munya 18 tons now. The PMMC MD Nana Kwesi on it at the board channel, they will make 488 million Ghana cedis. Cool chop. All that they did was take the money from Bank of Ghana and give to their boys to go and buy soppy gold. So they get what they want. Into a margin. No? Now, the most dangerous thing is, say, so 50 Ghana, for 200 toes, not the 50 Ghana toes, they are going to make 112 million Ghana cedis. But they always pick the 200 Ghana because I didn't assume. And that is why I'm asking, say, they should provide the invoices. Gold or mato nyina could do 1.4 tons na sisi omotumato no. They should provide all the invoices for us to show them, say, they are lying. Because they did not buy the gold at 5,000 pounds, 5,000 Ghana cedis a pound. They bought it at 5,200 Ghana a pound. And when we are talking about 18 tons, they are making over 448 million Ghana cedis. So on 50 Ghana cedis, they are going to make a year 112 million Ghana cedis. The question to them is simple. They should provide us the invoices of the 1.4 tons so far, gold or matono, and let us prove something. Because I have the documents to let them know something. Now let's move forward. Now, Sikana Mebo Bono, mean to me Bono old Ghana cedis, 488 million Ghana cedis. Titi Ghana, mean to me, a bear 4.8 trillion old Ghana cedis. So because they call Ghana old Ghana cedis ma sanko for it to them and omu gold for oil no policy they make about 4 trillion. Oh, me nim to be a main can no into me I can't go back there unless Mr. S, Mr. P, you guys should get me the exact figures when it comes to a year old Ghana cedis. Now, min church Ghana for sika these people are making. Okay, thank you. Opata is at Bank of Ghana. Sorry, I will explain the Opata part again. Into Mr. S, the monies I am stating here, no, one, Sika will make 488 million Ghana. No, old Ghana, no, it's getting around 4 trillion. Mean to me, into and yes, Sika, yedi dia grow a hole. I just got a notification. TV's off. TV's on, please. Yeah, so let's move forward. Into Bomu Akwesiwa one or demonstration. I just didn't say this. Me say Bank of Ghana was established by the Constitution. They should show us invoices. So far, 1.4 tons no matter. Because from what I know, the 1.4 tons no matter, they have made 34 million Ghana cedis. Old Ghana cedis, no, about 4 trillion. 4 trillion. Sabo and I be born video no demonstration. No. So they need to or pay. And no, yet to me, but in your number, Moshami, Ukrasnia, that enye sikawa, enye sikawa, and you can't was no. The gold for oil policy aba and omuwiaye. Now let's move forward. Now we are going to go foreign. Now I want the Bank of Ghana, I want PMMC to tell us or to provide to us. Bank of Ghana can also provide the invoices, how much they bought every pound of gold. Now PMMC should provide us the invoices, how much they bought an ounce of gold, a pound of gold, and they should tell us why they ignored a court order to go out there and buy gold, because they don't have the right to buy gold. Now, you're moving free a hot na a Japan. We are about to expose the broker. Now, this broker, Bank of Ghana Besom Boding, PMMC Besom Boding, the government of the day Besom Boding. Nobody wants to mention who this broker is. Today, we are going to expose the broker with documents. Makachemo, Bank of Ghana, they have signed a 1-year contract with this broker to supply 18 tons of gold for oil. Bank of Ghana, the gold they have, they can just get a Ghanaian company, I don't know which Ghanaian company can do it, to go and sell the oil to the supplier and bring the oil back. But they have chosen to go this way. Instead of them to go this way and find a supply, buy it, a Ghanaian or something, they are going down because they have created what we call a decoy. There's somebody making billions out of our money. Now let's go into that. I'll be right back to continue this.
Gold for oil scandal on 12 February. On With All Due Respect Loud Silence TV. Gold for oil scandal on 12 February. On With All Due Respect Loud Silence TV.
All right, thank you very much for staying. You're still watching With All Due Respect Extended Version. Let me make some correction before we move forward, because Sanko Fuwina, I will say you the exact year office they occupy. I said something about Stephen Opata. Opata works at the Bank of Ghana. This man works at the Bank of Ghana, not the Minerals Commission. And his position is head of risk foreign reserves. Inti dollars, no? In 70 this is the man who is leading the criminality. His name is Stephen Opata. He works at Bank of Ghana. I'll come to his matter, but I wanted to correct this for people to know. And yet, Minerals Commission, a Bank of Ghana, he is in charge of risk foreign reserves. He is playing a role, a serious role in this crime. All right, now let's enter the Ejapa oil, gold for oil. It's about time. I feel that maybe be a year chronona or mobono. I feel that maybe true a year the crime these people are committing. Now, the model on a normal day, Bank of Ghana pays PMMC cedis, millions of cedis, billions, and then PMMC goes out there and buy gold. Their own margin they are making 34,488 million Ghana cedis. And in the board chair, they have not provided documents to gold. And in the first place, they don't have the right as PMMC to buy gold. They are just assayers. In the first place, the basis for paying PMMC by Bank of Ghana, it is illegal. They don't even have the right to give them money. They have amended everything to make sure this deal goes through. I've also showed you, broker way. It's about time we expose the broker. I am going to expose the broker, how the export was done. I am going to give you documents, how monies were transferred When the monies were gold went and the monies were being transferred, whose accounts did it drop in? Who has the right to export the gold? Who is supposed to receive the monies? These are questions we've been asking ourselves as Ghanaians for a very long time. I am now going to do that. So it's time to expose the Ejapa gold for oil scandal. Right now, the PMMCD and Mamumu, how much money they are making. Now, some person how dangerous it is. See this. So far, total of 4 shipments have been done. Ghana for shipping gold, different shipment 4. Now, from January to February 2023, 502 kilograms, which is 140 grams a year, 0.502 tons, half a ton has been shipped. Bank of Ghana for shocked how I got to know this. I will show you the documents to prove. They are internal Busa MPP Abanwe. How much gold have you shipped? Nobody wants to say. Today, I will show you the document. I will let you know the reference numbers, the bank accounts, how much gold the Bank of Ghana, they have lifted out of Ghana. So far, they have shipped 4 shipments. Total cost of 502 kilograms of almost shipping. It amounts to 359 billion 887 million a year 007.36. In total, 4 chunks are almost shipping gold in every hano a year 29 billion. $29 million. So all the free Ghana which is 359 billion now. So all the bad dollars ma is $29 million. And now almost shipping every a year. Aha. I hope I got the figures right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes. So what is happening right now? And I say 18 tons, almost to me at to tomu 1.4 tons. Now, so 1.4 tons now, matotono. Almost to me, I have 4 transactions. I send the 4 out. Now, so I have 4 no, I send it out. I have 502 kilograms. Now, in money terms, in Ghana cedis, I have 359 billion Ghana cedis. All the bad dollars, I have $29 million. I hope Mure Obianya confused. Let's follow this. Me person see how much money our broker is making. Remember, every gold bia yede kwakoto oil abano, a broker that broker makes money. And do you know how much the broker makes? 1.5%. If you don't even know maths, do 1.5% of a year $29 million. I'm going to say this again. So far, they have shipped 4 chunks of gold. I had 4 shipments. Almost Sunday between January and February, 502 kilograms of raw gold. Now, 502 kilograms of raw gold. All the best I had 359 billion Ghana cedis. New Ghana. Old Ghana mean to be all the bad dollars more, I get $29 million. And that is how much. And that is how much we have sent out there. We have been investigating this for a month now. For the first time, I will agree. We were lucky because somebody from Bank of Ghana who has been sidelined called me directly and said, Kevin, I cannot look on for this to happen. I was part of the people who sat down to make this happen. Take all this document and blow it up because these people are sucking Ghana dry. The documents I'll be showing you today, and I'm manufacture you. We have been following the story. Bank of Ghana leadership for Bakune release this statement. And say, Kevin, take it. I don't trust any journalist in Ghana. You are the only person I know. Whatever is on this document, you give to the Ghanaian people. So what you are seeing are documents that are in safe. Documents you don't just come across. This is billions of dollars document. And I'm a barbecue. It is coming from the same Bank of Ghana. Some people have been sidelined. They were told they were going to make some of the money, a lot. Who is the person you can trust? The internet Jesus. Because he knows to say, and that person is watching. Men can say he or she. That person is watching. And some say, I'm not credible. Nothing is going to be taken out. Every single thing he pulled out of the safe of Bank of Ghana to give me is what I'm going to show you today. Okay, Kevin, there is nothing new here. Japan and Omodia Mexiway and Omode Bremo. Goodie no. Bawumia office. Bawumia is so desperate to be president. They cook this thing in Bawumia's office. Now I'll show you why. I'll say, make sure I could eat free Bawumia office. So gold for oil. Bawumia. On the action for no, they want to find a way to take our gold for election 2024. Now see this. Now let's enter the foreign. What I'm seeing here is ridiculous. Okay, foreign. Now, Ejapa Alpha Stream. Remember, say Kevin Abodi Fufrobo show we so. What is Alpha Stream? Me say today, all involved in this scandal, they are shocked. Because now, after they saw this name, they've realized that Kevin knows everything. Sandem Way is not a normal name. Any name I would say, anything Abusa Ghana for, say, what to deal with the Obiante. Now, let us read this. Ejapa is equal to Alpha Stream. Alpha Stream is equal to Eye Gold for Oil. Now, Alpha Stream is a multi-commodity royalty and streaming company with a dedicated focus on emerging markets. You can say company be a streaming company in business or hedge fund or whatever no. Omono de omo ya na say, oh asibesi, ya pese ma osika wei na ye de gi wegudie wei anase onyoma wei na ye gi a entie du ye be mo de obeye o sa efuo no mu nyina oh asibesi wo kokofuo na se sia uniska entie pese kokofuo na eye 100,000 acres no ye ma esi aho kiro ye pese ma 20,000 Ghana na koko no se subru suo se esukra ma ni busuma and then now back 20,000 na se 2 months time what is 100,000 ye de emfa ho ya ma 20,000 Ghana no koko no esubru sukra ye betam ye beje ye beton aja ekade nyina wo so wo kire anase we oni brade ti o ka se jima 20,000 Ghana me koko 100 million we no se 100 million acres no eso ababro sukra me de me chefa nim maji 20 Ghana na no ano. That is what we call streaming. A streaming company. They look out for emerging markets. Majority of the time, they look for greedy people. Now, we will do the next one now. Seneca. Let's follow me. I'll try and do this within 1 hour. Now, the CEO of Alpha Stream is a good friend of Charles Edouboahin, former Deputy Minister of Finance. They used to work together at JP Morgan Chase, America Bank. Edouboahin left banking and then he ventured into politics. The Alpha Stream CEO is South African and Arabian. The Alpha Stream CEO, Rehan Abu, also ventured into fund management and royalty streaming. Edouboahin introduced Alpha Stream to the government. Now, Edouboahin, now Oyedmo Chase, our America Bank, Okwitiye, and Okoye politics. Now, down for Pani Alpha Stream, your friend Rehan Abu. Now, Rehan Abu, no, Edouboahin, a Juma or Chase Bank. Edouboahin call politics, and no call a royalty streaming. So, they are very good friends. Edouboahin introduced Rehan Abu to the government. Now, this Rehan Abu, Onye, this is Rehan Abu. This is the CEO of Alpha Stream. This is the same CEO. A Japan buyer, they were refusing to mention yet the company and not a Jasa Sikano. Alpha Stream is that company Ekufu Adomone Oforia Tamokofa buyer say Omuna number by a Japan, Omuna number 500 million. This is the CEO. His name is Rehan Abu. Into what Alpha Stream, the original a Japano. Sa company na say offshore na ebe raise $500 million. Now they take charge of all our minerals, and now they were refusing to tell us. To date, they have not told us. Ask Gabi. This is the guy they were dealing with. The deal was that they should not mention his name. He didn't want his name to be out there. He was going to raise the $500 million for us. And then all our royalties will become his and his company. And into we streaming. And into I'm changing the into you were trying to find that company out there. Company Ben also they never mentioned the company. It was Rahan Abu. He is the CEO of the Alpha Stream. Now, what is Alpha Stream doing here? I'm going to explain to you. It's Muso Amunum Edubuahin. Now, this is Edubuahin. Ghana Niba Edubuahin. Edubuahin introduced this guy. Edubuahin introduced Abu to the government. And then a kofa a Japan buy. It's a Japan and to me succeed, you know. What they did was they waited, and Bawumia started Gold for Oil. And then they went back to bring who? Alpha Stream. Remember, there's a lawyer who is a friend to LC at the Bank of Ghana. They also made sure the Bank of Ghana fell in place to make sure this deal happens. That deal they signed, that 1 year deal to provide this guy 18 tons of gold, you know, that is the plan. It is a plan that was orchestrated or it was hatched from the office of Muhammadu Bawumia. And you know Edubuahin's connection to Bawumia. It was through Ode Bawumia dealings here, and at the end of the day, he lost his job. Because Onono, he's a Bawumia boy. And they will do everything possible to make sure, say, Ejapa succeed. Bawumia gets money for election 2024. Inti Abu, this boy, they actually put this together. Now, Yanko into the details. Documents number. I have explained to you the model. Model ni here because the model no a mistake on tiasie. And me take it time several times. They be anam the model no. They be anam the model no. There is a reason why I am taking you back and forth when it comes to the model, because it will give you a clear idea. It will give you a clear idea where the gold is going and who the gold is going to. Now, the gold broker is Alpha Stream. A Japa hidden investor now, they never mention his name, no. He is today the gold broker in this Ghana Gold for Oil deal. That is why when you ask them, how much gold have you sent out? They don't speak. How much money have you paid? They don't speak. Who is the middleman or the company? Nobody speaks because it is the same Ejapa. It is the same Rahan Abu. I've shown you his name. Or no energy raw gold, you know. And he is getting this gold at a discount of 1.5. And we are going to go into that, and you will see the amount of money that Ghana as a nation we have lost. How much PMMC, Kwesi Awuah and his board chair have made. How much Bank of Ghana they have made. How much Alpha Stream as the middleman or the broker has made. And this is why I'm saying, say, Gold for Oil is a scam. It is not a joke. Don't laugh about this. We work hard. Obi busadie na wayama Ghana. I am stopping Yesika in that is what I have done for Ghana. And today I will back it with facts. Remember, these documents I'm going to show you, they are from Bank of Ghana. They are not from my mother's kitchen. A Bank of Ghana leak. Because Nipano ye nefrim. Sika ohuna ekona ninsankebino. That person is pissed. It is out to Ghana. Now we are a Alpha Stream. Into broker in a model way a Bank of Ghana the beto. Momusa Bank of Ghana say, I then a baby amu trading, na broker and quite one trading, because they knew the moment they release Alpha Stream's name, it will catch fire. So they hid that broker's name. This is Bank of Ghana, established by the Constitution of the Republic. How can we be handing over gold to somebody we don't even know? Between you and I, MPP for Bank of Ghana, we don't even know who we are giving our money to, our gold to. We are giving it to a Japa. Now let's go into the numbers. Gold supply. This is the history of gold. From 2012 to 2023, gold has never depreciated crazily. Gold is always expensive than oil. Gold, de biane boy ding a chain a yet petrol. oil, fango, they be a gold. And this is the statistics you are seeing here. Gold has always stayed around 1,800. Oil has always dropped. So why would government of Ghana say we want to take gold to go exchange for oil? And I'm showing this because me person the diabolism, the adrimboni tied the omu. What Bawumia is doing through PMMC, and then the board of PMMC, and then the Bank of Ghana. And let me tell you for a fact, Addison, 90% of this happening, he does not have an idea. Mr. Addison, I told you 2020, you are not well. Just resign. This deal is Bawumia's office, Ekufuado's office, and then some people at the Bank of Ghana. And a PMMC for no, they are the conveyor belt. They are making the money. Akwesiewa and the board chair. No? So Addison knows 1% of what is happening here. Addison and his deputy, they don't know anything. The second deputy, a friend of Elsie, she is the one running because Elsie, no, she used to be dating Ekufuado. You see how this thing works? And I'm moving free law firm, no, and I'm the bar a Bank of Ghana. So her allegiance is to the president, is to the Jubilee House. They don't care this money go, you know. They are making their millions of dollars. They don't care about you, the Ghanaian crying. They don't care about pensioners. And there's Sofa Ekufu who didn't attempt. Metesa Gabi Kache Sofa Ekufu said, Wabodam or penny in Adrian Jumanto until the Oka can say that what you people are going through. Pensioners sika move near that emfa aban with, especially Bambudu Bawumia. He does not care. He only wants to be president because when the president and that's it. So he will destroy everything, give everything away, and become just president. Into this is the statistics of gold. Gold has never depreciated when you take gold and dollar and oil. But why should we as a nation say yeah, tam raw gold and the aquakwaje oil, which is lesser in price? That means even the gold that is high, when we go, the person is going to price it lower. So a commodity that is appreciating every single day, that commodity will be carried to go face a commodity that has been depreciated over the years and over the months. Then that person giving us the oil will still run down our gold because we are foolish. Because Jimmy, we don't know how to do business. Because we don't care about the people. So this is the statistics when it comes to gold. Go and check oil. Oil drops every time. Gold hovers around 1,800 every time. Now, share. Now let's get into the paper documentations. Now, mention facts. Documenta. A say you tam this amount of gold at the core. At the aqua alpha stream. And the despicable thing about this is tax waivers. The tax waivers. Taxa, Alpha Stream did not pay on any of the gold. Taxa, Bank of Ghana and PMMC and the Ghana Revenue Authority deliberately waived. Apart from him getting the 1.5%, you know, taxes that were waived when this raw gold was taken and given to Alpha Stream to go and do whatever it does with it. And it's not some say, yeah, the gold in the oil now say the dollars, obisa gold. They don't know because the moment you go into it, the broker has to be exposed. Into Japan and Tuminka, Bawumia Tuminka, Bank of Ghana Tuminka. It is because the broker is a Japa, and that broker's name is Alpha Stream. This is part one. I have some dirty ones here, but it's in Tokobesi Ghana. Today, my mom part one, but let's go into the details. Now, see this. Bank of Ghana said ordinary gold in a broker, right? That means if the broker is dealing with Bank of Ghana and I'm a. Now see what is on the screen. What you are seeing on the screen, gold, Bank of Ghana, Ede, Alpha Stream. Now you are seeing some names on it. The top panel, you can see there. Let me enlarge it for you people to be able to read it. PMMC / Alpha Stream. The invoice from PMMC to Alpha Stream, meaning And your Bank of Ghana is exporting gold in my Alpha Stream. It is PMMC because Bank of Ghana does not have a license to export gold. As we sit here, gold for oil, no. It is PMMC, the board chair, and Kwesi Wadam, they are making 488 million. And it's not almost total gold, no. Almost making sure so almost update your system, no, to buy and sell. Because they knew this is what they wanted to do. Now, so I'll share document now. First one I actually read, you know, you see PMMC / Alpha Stream. Now, over down, you will see a seller. The seller is who? Bank of Ghana. If Bank of Ghana is the seller, we don't need a PMMC in anything. But you could see it's PMMC and Alpha Stream. Now, over down one, Alpha Stream or your clients. Alpha Stream is the client of Bank of Ghana and PMMC. Now, Bank of Ghana does not have a license to sell. So PMMC is the one doing this illegality. Now, so Osha right one, you see a consignee. Consignee no Stonex. Now, so I'll take Stonex for the first time. That is the company now omoto oil ni free no. Now that company is very legit. That company does not play those illegality. They don't even buy gold. That company deals in legitimate deals. And nuntina now omunim says so many Stonex deal directly from Bank of Ghana and answer from APMMC. Stonex will say no, I don't take gold like that. You need to let it go through the process. Now, because they know, says Bank of Ghana straight to Stonex, they will have to, at the end of the day, do it with dollars. And how do you do dollars? Bank of Ghana is supposed to sell the gold at world markets, get dollars, and buy from Stonex. Now, because Bank of Ghana and PMMC, they don't want to deal with Stonex directly because Stonex, no, he will tell you have gold, fine. Go into the world market and sell the gold, and when you get your dollars, buy the oil from me. Now, they wanted to cut that because they needed their cutback. So what they did was they are going to create an Ejapa, that is Alpha Stream, to do that. Into metam gold, you know, because they know it's a gold, you know. One, they're going to waive taxes. Two, Alpha Stream will pay them back their kickback. In the South Shire, you will see a PMMC lingering in there. They are not supposed to be in there. If it's Bank of Ghana and their clients working, it's Bank of Ghana and Alpha Stream. But PMMC is carrying the invoice. Now, 51 kilos and almost shipping and Alpha Stream. This is on the 5th of January 2023. My catch almost shipping 4 chunks of gold Africana. You see, on the 5th of January, they shipped 51 kilos of gold. Ekoma Alpha Stream. Now, I'm going to come at Alpha Stream now. Let me show you where, it's a document where they will know I have a lot. I have the contract they signed with Alpha Stream. I have it. I'm not going to lie to you. I have the document, that 1 year document, now money Alpha Stream I sign here. More command 18 tons of gold. You know. I have it. Now, you want to tell me, say, in Ghana, we cannot have anybody do this. We are here. Now, say, when the gold goes to Alpha Stream then do what? Turn the gold into money and then buys the oil. Now, what it does is, so then some become gold now what take or 1.5%. Now we are reversing almost to pace now, almost kickbacks no abromo. Now, how does he reverse the kickbacks to them? Because gold in the into dollar. What he does is, or not taking 1.5%, say $100 billion or in 1.5%. Apart from tax waivers, now we ye almost a kickbacks no as send your mom. Now, or say, I'll show you how he does it. Then the rest, no, or the top oil fumbi, no, the abremo. Into top oil now call a BDCs, now call a OMCs, DNDA, now Sabi Bank of Ghana. Now, when you look at this transaction, see. You see, this is the same document. Now, Osha, Alpha Stream now reverses the money back to Fidelity. Now, Fidelity, no, so our accounts now PMMC. Into Alpha Stream, no gold, no none gold into cities, no a 10%. Now the way more percentage of fat Fidelity. Now they got to PMMC, and it's now who PMMC in that transaction of sending the gold to Alpha Stream because Bank of Ghana cannot accept that money. So what Bank of Ghana does, no, any PMMC, no, any deputy governor say, now what you need to do, they say, when you get the gold and you turn it into dollars, take your share, take our share and send it to PMMC accounts. And into our share, it is coming from Citibank and no intermediary bank and no Alpha Stream or send this Sikano Beto Fidelity Bank, PMMC for accounting. Why should Alpha Stream send money back to PMMC? What business has Alpha Stream got to do with PMMC? What business? Because at this point, PMMC is not selling anything to Alpha Stream. PMMC is not exporting anything to Alpha Stream. So why should Alpha Stream be sending money to PMMC? And then why is PMMC on the document of transaction? Because it's Bank of Ghana and its client working. Now, Alpha Stream is 1.5, and I'm going to go into the numbers. You'll be shocked. Alpha Stream will take his money, take the kickback and send it to Fidelity Bank, and then he'll buy some dirty oil and ship it to Ghana. This is raw Ejapa. So we are giving our gold out. Now, when we go into the technicalities and the waivers, you'll be shocked. And that is where Ghana Revenue Authority comes in. PMMC comes in. They deliberately waived taxes on the gold they were shipping out. Now, see the next one. On the 13th of a year, 13th of January, they shipped another consignment to Alpha Stream. But so far, they have shipped almost 503 kilograms. It's not small money. Now, and also when you look at the document, you see the same thing. This one was on the 13th. Nobody has this document. Let's say, a Bank of Ghana and the document with mommy. So on the after the 5th, almost on the 13th, they shipped another one. We see 144 kilograms of gold. You can see PMMC, Bank of Ghana. Then you come to the consignee, and you see Stonex, because Stonex they provided the oil. No, they are legitimate. When you bring legitimate money, they'll give you your oil. They don't have any problems. Now, when you go down there, you will see Alpha Stream. Seller is who? Bank of Ghana. So Bank of Ghana is selling the gold again to Alpha Stream. Then Alpha Stream will take it again, 144 kilos. He will take his 1.5 share. He will take all the taxes. And then he will send your kickback through the same Fidelity. Now, when you go down there, you see Fidelity. It goes back to Fidelity, PMMC for accounts. What money is Alpha Stream sending to PMMC accounts? So you need to understand. When we tell you, say, gold for oil, Bawumia is desperate. He needs money. PMMC, Kwesiwa young boy on the board chair. We are talking about Bank of Ghana, LC. This is crazy money laundering. This is against us. And the pensioners say, they just need their monies back. See the monies where they are going. And after this show, we will publish all documents. Mepe obi mo channel pa. Wabegina TV, Sunu Radio. So from Bank of Ghana, from PMMC to PMMC, I have all your invoices. Gold number to toy illegal. Man to gold in 5,000. You bought it over 5,000, 5,200. You have made over $34 million. See this. And I could say what it was. About you say eta. At the detriment of we Ghanaians screaming every day. They have recooked Ejapa. They have changed Ejapa in a different thing, calling it gold for oil. Now, so when you go into this document too, you will see Alpha Stream, Bank of Ghana, PMMC, money back to PMMC's accounts of Fidelity. Now, this is the third transaction. Every gold they have sent out, I have the document. Into Ochinano, when the energy minister or the Bank of Ghana guys, when they come on TV, thank you. Yeah. So we all need to understand the say. Stonex now omomaya oil no. When you look at the way the transaction is done, Stonex is supposed to be the end buyer. Stonex is supposed to be the end gold buyer. You know, some oil companies, they have license to buy gold. They have. And so we'll go into the marketing world. Some oil companies can take raw gold. They have the license to buy raw gold and give you oil. So, technically, say, any Bank of Ghana who are trying to be mischievous, any crime normal committee, they were supposed to deal with Stonex as the end buyer. So, we were not supposed to have any middleman, any broker. But also, Mangasa model now, they are putting a broker there. Whilst they can go straight and buy it from Stonex, because Stonex is a legitimate company. They will take legitimate gold from Bank of Ghana and give them oil. But when that happens, they are not going to cut deals. They will not get kickbacks. Bawumia, PMMC, Bank of Ghana deals, they will not get any money from it. That is why they created an office for the broker. Send a gold, and broker no. Now say gold need do broker no. Taxes it will come to them indirectly. Broker will take the kickbacks will go. And I go back to this model. I keep telling you, the model is very important. The model. Yatre obia ding enso gold broker yamboni ding. The only person yamboni ding a gold broker. Alpha Stream is the gold broker. Because Bank of Ghana could have dealt with the consignee, that is Stonex, straightforward with the gold, and say, you know what, okay, if I don't have the license, I might have a company in Ghana that has license. So you send the gold to Stonex as the last consumer. Stonex will then take the gold and then give us oil. But because they know what they are doing, they created the option of a broker. Now, broker and a gold, not or the gold, or nane and send oil, no. Into oil now, we supplier 1, supplier 2. Now about bust. Now if you bust, about BDCs. Now about collection bank. BDCs, no, any boss CEO on him deal with. Bust, the CEO of Bust, he's aware of this. He knows it's provincial. He's part of this deal. He knows he's also getting his cut from PMMC. So this is not just, it's a cartel. Because it will be easy. Very, very easy. The final consumer is Stonex. Bank of Ghana, you've gotten your gold. Thank you. Stonex, I want to buy oil. I have gold. Are you ready to take the gold and give me this amount of oil? Yes. All right. Give me the gold. Let your oil come in. And so Bank of Ghana said, no, so our process is not per middleman. Ijapa, Alpha Stream. Then Alpha Stream, they will do their cuts. They will send everything back to them through Fidelity, PMMC, Bank of Ghana, and then they'll go buy some shitty oil for us. Any other Tihano. But I think you ever call numbers. Let's get into the numbers. I'll be right back.
Gold for Oil scandal on 12 February on With All Due Respect Loud Silence TV. Gold for Oil scandal on 12 February on With All Due Respect Loud Silence TV.
You are watching Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. We're still on the Gold for Oil scandal. You're live on Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. You are live on Loud Silence TV on YouTube. You are live on Loud Silence TV on Facebook. We are also streaming across the world through our affiliates. Our affiliates are Benjamin Wayo Mahama's page on Facebook. We have Benjamin Wayo Mahama, NDC TV are live. Honorable Joseph Yamin, his platform is also streaming this show live. Kevin Taylor, my official page. We have Ghana News Thread and Hopex TV and Radio. We are on Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. My producers are called The Ghost Team. Now, let's get into the numbers. So Alpha Stream receive gold now. What how it affects us as a nation, how it affects us as a country. Now let's do that quickly. All right, see this. Machemwe, all the shipments, we will produce all these documents. In fact, let me state this again. After this show, you will see all the documents on loudsilencenews.com. Loudsilencenews.com. The production team will publish every single document I have shown you here. We have more. Let me tell you, this is Gold for Oil Part 1. Gold for Oil Part 1. I have the deadly ones there. Me pese okrebi yefin from Ocheneko na me che Ghana for adebi. I've set a lot of traps in this scandal and minim se ebe pakusi. I know. Me say sa akwesi e 1 PM sina na no se etano. Me say I will show Ghanaians. These boys, Jack, we will get there. Now, let's go into the figures. Now see this. Into omode gold no edema. Today in Ghana, we are going to a year benefit, profit. Sika go for we are Jeffrey Ghana for nsem and the pension for. Now, if you want to export gold from Ghana, you have to go through a process. And that process is basically paying taxes to the government of Ghana and paying taxes to us. And you say, and you want to export gold. These are the taxes you need to pay before you take gold out of Ghana. I hope you understand. If you want to lift gold out of Ghana today, nobody can escape these taxes. You can't escape it. Now, the reason why I make sure we know, I will come back and show you something. Now, Mosha Debuha, I have something to show you. I think I'll come back to it. If you want to move gold out of Ghana, you pay withholding tax of 1.5%. Every gold you want to move out of this country. If you are a gold dealer, a gold seller, you want to ship gold out of Ghana, you pay withholding tax of 1.5%. That is to GRA. You pay PMMC charges of 0.25. PMMC, what do? They are the assayers. They are going to test your gold, see the metal, how purified it is, how good, how clean, how quality this gold is. They can rate it. Maybe it is 80 carats, 22 carats. They do that job. Their job is not to buy and sell. So those charges too, it is 0.25. Masa, a gold, these are not small money. So imagine taking about $100 million worth of gold outside Ghana and you are paying 1.5% to a GRA. Big money. So don't see it's a small thing. No. Now, there's a document I need to show you. No much Shremo, BB. Now, Minerals Commission charges is 0.2. I'll bring it back. Don't worry. Freight, that's Emirates. Moving it, it is 0.2%. Also, Tiama, Ghana. Stonex refining charges. See the gold, no Stonex. We need to pay 0.28% because technically, we are seeing Stonex as the final consumer. We don't know Alpha Stream. Ghana is dealing with Stonex. A Bank of Ghana, PMMC, no more create Alpha Stream, and on a normal basis, the gold is going to head in Stonex. So they are supposed to give us 0.28%. Then total expenses are 2.43%. So these things have to come. You have to go through all this process, pay before the gold leaves the shores. Now, let me show you what they are doing. Allegedly, this is what they are doing. And I'll prove to you that in the part 2, that is really what they are doing. And anytime I'm alleged, because in the part 2, I'll bring the documents to let you know that these are the facts. Now, this is what Bank of Ghana. Now, sa taxes we na wave, I didn't know wave taxes when you time I'm go to my Alpha Stream. So it is logistics. Oh, it is because of logistics. Now let's go into the logistics and see. Time almost send the gold, 3 chunks from that on 503 kilograms. Let us ask them, say, dina sa way taxes when they disappear. Now see. Bank of Ghana, 1.5% straight to Alpha Stream. Market price. Gold, Alpha Stream is 1.5%. Now, withholding tax, time on the gold in the Alpha Stream and signed the final consumer, that is Stonex, you know, they cleared all the GRA tax to zero. They were supposed to pay taxes, so they waived it because they want to make money. They want Alpha Stream to make a lot of money, and this is going to go against that. Remember, every tax that you waive, it goes against the Ghana government. But because they want more money, because when the gold gets to Alpha Streamer, then that waiving they are waiving is all going to turn into money in the hands of Alpha Stream. And that 1.5% in Alpha Stream crowd that are not, it doubles because all these waves have been taken away. Remember, and now Alpha Stream is the final consumer. Technically, Stonex is the final consumer. And so when you are sending something to Stonex, you cannot take all these waves because Stonex, they don't do illegal business. You have to do all that. And also, you almost a Bank of Ghana PMMC, almost the Alpha Stream member. The Alpha Stream now oil broker in Ghana say they will steal our money. That's all. If they don't get a broker, they can't deal directly with Stonex because Stonex not doing kwasias on pen kwasiasem. So they need a middleman to steal from us. Now see, Sa gold almost send it out in 500 and something gold kilograms, you know. PMMC 0.1. PMMC me first, you know. Na omo charges here saying. Sorry. Let me pull it here. Now look at and compare. Now withholding tax GRA. Now Anka Alpha Stream 1.5%. They waived it. I'm saying logistics, they are lying. Now PMMC. Nanka said Omuchia say 0.25%. Emma PMMC. That one, they dropped it down to 0.1%. Export charges. Now, when it comes to Minerals Commission, they were supposed to pay their 0.2%. They waived it. It stayed at 0%. Now, when it comes to freight, they were supposed to 0.2 pay. They kept it there, freight. When it came to Stonex refining, they were supposed to pay 0.28. They kept it there because they want you to have an idea that the final consumer is being Stonex. Stonex, the gold in the command. So when it comes to Stonex, they keep it constant because in the face of the paper, no, Stonex is the person taking the gold. Do you get me? Stonex and the edgy gold, you know, in the face. But behind the scenes, you know, it is going to Alpha Stream. So when it comes to do with Stonex, it stays. Now, when it goes to total expenses, 0.58. Now, also total expenses, so some taxes no more with and can say 2.43. But because they waived all these taxes, you know, now the taxes left is 0.58. Gold no more time to bimuno. It is only 0.58. Now, do you know? I'm sure how dangerous that is. Now, say omu waive taxes, you know. Now, the profit in be do 0.58 instead of 2.43 now. Now, Bank of Ghana profit to be in my country. International profit to Bank of Ghana and Alpha Stream. Bank of Ghana and Alpha Stream. Any PMMC boys, no, this is how much they are going to make at your expense. Now, international market price per ounce is 1,866, right? Now, international market price per kilogram is $60,000. We are using these figures time almost to gold, no. So time and almost shipping, export, that is the figures we are using. Now, over total international price of annual contracts between Bank of Ghana and Alpha Streamer, say the 18 tons in more 1 year now. So, who taking all the taxes off? You use our waves in you wave tax in you tax in free no. So you're supplying 18 tons of a year gold now. Alpha Stream will make out of the 18 tons, which is 18,000 kilograms, you know, they will make 1 billion. They will make $1 billion. So who will be taxing you now? That's it to be supply 18 tons in within 1 year contract you are sending now. Alpha Stream, any Bank of Ghana deals no more, any PMMC, no, they will make a total of 1 billion. Now, total profit to Bank of Ghana and Alpha Stream, no, it will be $15 million. Now, I'm breaking it down in short. So 1 billion we know. That is if the percentage, the total percentage is 0.58. The money they are going to make after only 18 tons in Yabekono, it will be there 1 billion. Now, out of that 1 billion, Bank of Ghana, any Alpha Stream will make $50 million. That is, if we are able to produce the 18 tons for Alpha Stream. That is, if you are able to give Alpha Stream that 1 year, at this rate of waiving taxes, don't forget, see, waiving taxes, at this rate, Alpha Stream and Bank of Ghana will make $50 million. Cool, no giddy giddy. But say, waiving tax now, that's their profit of 50 million will drop because majority taxes and taxes it comes to us. So when you look at it this way, you might think it's small money. It is not. So wavy taxes now, we will end up having 1,036,000,000. Now, say wavy taxes now. That's the taxes region 2.43. It should be more than 1 billion of gold going out. That means say they will have to make less than 15 million. But when they waive the taxes, we are going to end up at 1 billion. Now, 1 billion, they are cut. Bank of Ghana, PMMC, any Alpha Stream, in fact, between Alpha Stream and Bank of Ghana alone, they will make $15 million. No giddy giddy. No be any problem. Now, see this. I want to explain something to you. Total 4 shipments, and 18 tons no here in 1 year to give to Alpha Stream, they have been able to buy 1.4 tons, right? Now, 1.4 tons, they have been able to ship 502 kilograms. Now, see the calculation here. Now, total cost of 502 kilograms, in Ghana cedis, 359 billion. That is $29 million. So far, Omato gold that you own $29 million. The Oma shipping no kono $29 million. Gold free the shores of Ghana aqua Alpha Stream ho. Taxes ni nyina ye wavy ye ni nyina no. Gold no, it's worth $29 million. Now, PMMC say ye take that wave, ye use our taxes ni nyina free so. PMMC, they are going to make, and the people who are going to make that money, I can't show, because from the beginning when they were buying, they were adding 200 Ghana cedis to every ounce of gold, every pound of gold. Now, the margin, Nana Kwesi, any Ewa Kirsten, who is the board chair, they are going to make 12 million Ghana cedis. In dollar equivalent, $1 million. Nana Kwesi, and then the board chair, they are going to make $1 million when the whole deal is completed in 1 year. See, sorry. This four transactions here, as I speak now, they have made $1 million. And that is the money they have made. 4 chunks, see, 502 kilograms now. See, yede kona, yede akwaji oil abano. Nana Kwesi our PMMC, he has made, on any board, board chair, they have made $1 million. Cool. Now, PMMC, profit for, say, 50 dinar the toast now. We are talking about they making a 3 million. Now, in dollar equivalent, a 260,000. Say a 50 Ghana the total, so I'm gonna make it $3 million. Now 3 million Ghana cedis. In dollars, a $260,000. Cool money. That is when they take 200, somebody 200 to 5,000 as well. They have made a year 1 million. Somebody 50 Ghana and a total, they have made $260,000. Now, Bank of Ghana, a year Upata, any a year LC, any Alpha Stream, they have made a cool 5.3 million Ghana cedis. Now, what about dollars, almost $500,000. January and February, when you do this maths, this is how much these people have made. TNA. You hear 18 tons of gold. So far, PMMC illegally, they have been able to buy 1.4 tons of gold. Yetumia shipping 502 kilograms. And sad they are shipping, this is how much these people are making right now, January to February. Deal no call for 1 year. Yenya 10 kilos. Yenya 10 tons. Yenya 10 tons. Yenya 18 tons. Now, so far in 2 months, people are making $1 million, $450,000. Some people are making a year 12 million Ghana cedis, PMMC. So you need to understand how dangerous this is. Now, I wish I could show you some things, but I'm not going to do it. Now, Mama Chama Debuah. Sika ye losing as a nation from the tax waivers, no. Sika ye losing because don't say tax no it is around 2 point something. Omu waive tax no offer 0.98 somewhere. Now let's bring it down. Obi be say sika say ye losing as a nation. Sika say and as say Ghana as a nation no me no ka say ye losing. Thank you. I really need this document. Thank you very much. Sika sign na ye lose. Sika sign na ahweye from the taxes na ye wave ama eye alpha stream no. Na ma menkyere mo bibi. When it comes to PMMC, this is a document I was looking for. They have made so much money to the point whereby Obusomo say, do they need to get involved? Do they have to be involved in this scandal? Ubeka say Kevin, but how does PMMC make money? How did they make money? It is Precious Minerals, Precious Minerals Marketing Company. How did they make money? They have made a lot of money. Tibusango say, why would they get involved? It is because they want Bawumia, because they cook this thing from the office of Bawumia, Edubuahen, Alpha Stream, LC, Eye PMMC, Eye Akowa, Ewa Usadendeno, or Eye the board chair. Now here, how much money PMMC makes? And I'm not going to show you this 1 month or 2 months. Now, PMMC assay numbers, and we are talking from 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. Now, Shadebi, Yakasa assay, medical church assay, they just test. PMMC, Obedwan said they test minerals. Would go they call every Ghana qua normal test it, purity is saying metal way good, it is clean, it is pure to go to. That is their job. Their job is not to buy and sell. Now share how much they have made. Now some large chirawa see into what Busa was the PMMC, why would they get themselves involved in this? It is greed. So we share 2017 PMMC when they tested minerals, majority which is gold, you know. Dollar value no na eye 2 billion. Na eye $2 billion 2017. Testing. Dollar omo testing minerals omo testing nyina no na it is worth $2 billion. Now charges omo charge ye no na it is around $4 million. Now you see there's money in Ghana. You see, 2017, gold, diamond, silver form office when you know almost tested, they tested a year minerals worth a year $2 billion. Now, almost charges just for their services, almost tested the tomo machine, almost checking liquid. They at the end of the day in 2017, almost calculating gross, they made $4 million. So why should PMMC be buying gold for Bank of Ghana? Why should PMMC be selling gold? Why should PMMC be in the middle of this transaction? It is because, by force, it is coming from the office of the vice president. He needs money. These boys are Bawumia's boys. Bank of Ghana, that lady on Elsino, she is working for Bawumia. Edubuahin brought her and that lawyer and the Alpha Stream buyer. So they joined Ejapa and joined the Bawumia campaign. And they killing us. When you go to 2018, they tested materials and as a minerals worth a form of office where I'm testing, they got $3 billion. Almost cuts and as a charges, they got $6 million out of that. 2018, they got $6 million. Now, Saoba 2019, they tested minerals. FRM office almost tested minerals. They tested about 2 billion worth of minerals, gold majority. Their charges, they made $5 million, 5.9 million, meaning they made almost $6 million. PMMC. When it comes to 2020, 2 billion omo test here. Omunya is saying 5.6 million. This goes to them. This money's this $4 million, $6 million, another $6 million to another $6 million. It goes to PMMC. Omo charges nkwa go testing in a calendar year no. Now go to 2021. That is when Chema Wuntumi Ubemu. That is when NPP4 AJ Galamsey no. People started smuggling gold out of the country. They made only $495,000. Now you see, time I almost taking over Galamsey proper. Chema Wuntumi almost started to talk more gold. They created another avenue for people to steal the gold and run with the gold. You know? At the end of the day, how much did they make? $450,000. So the gold was not going through the mainstream. So they are now like, let's create this. Now, Mame Famonko, this part. Sika sen ye lose as a nation. How much have we lost? Through the tax waivers, the money going to Alpha Stream. Sen ye lose as a nation. And then there was how. That is where you need to get angry. That is where you have to start asking questions. Pensioners, debt, domestic debt exchange. Sasika ye here when ya sasika when you na you. Now let's look at the monies we have lost as a nation. Total loss between January and February 2023. 502 kilograms of gold. We have lost it. GRA. It is our 502 kilograms of gold that Sebio PMMC at the illegality to Emma Bank of Ghana. No. Let's see how much you have lost out of that. GRA loses saying 1.5% withholding tax. Okay, can you know we have lost almost 5.3 million Ghana cedis. Because almost time gold na kuma Alpha Stream no they scrap a year GRA taxes and that's so between just 2 months we have lost almost $500,000. You see how dangerous this is. You see how these people are running you people down. January, February, gold kakran 502 kilograms, no. Omo de come Alpha Stream they slash all the taxes on it, and omo the small scale miners omo the small importers tata omo. But this is raw money. They have scrapped it because it has to turn around and come to them. Inti GRA 1.5 from scrap you know. They lost, and Ghana lost almost $500,000. That's almost 6 million Ghana cedis. Now, Minerals Commission for almost tax ananko say yetua ansana Bank of Ghana the PMMC move kana koma Alpha Stream no Alpha Stream afedi no. This is how much we lost. We lost 719,000 Ghana cedis. That is almost 59,000. Let's say $60,000. It is 2 months pay sika me bobo no. 2 months per Ghana lose sika we nyina because we have created a middleman. We have created a Japan in between the gold and the receiver. And your friend Alpha Stream and a sasika winina is going there. Now PMMC, I say charges. Only say almost some charges, no, almost taxes no move here. We lost how much there? We lost $74,000 in cities, almost 900,000 Ghana cedis. We lost it. Almost 1 billion Ghana cedis. We lost it. Now when you go to total loss in these 2 months, omode broke abeshawa, omu wavy taxes ni no. Total loss, we have lost 7 million Ghana cedis. 2 months in dollars, it's almost $600,000. Just 2 months, almost 3 or 4 transactions, 4 shipments. People are making $2 million. We as a nation, we have lost close to $1 million. Why? Why should we allow these people to be sitting in our offices? Why should we allow Bawumia to manipulate the system like this? Why should we allow Jubilee House to bring their Ijapa back? Why should we make a foreigner come take this money and walk? Now, let me show you one thing again. Gold for oil scam, laws to states on the 18 tons. Sesiano, sa contract ne Alpha Stream are signing this illegal contract. Bank of Ghana, PMMC, they signed with Alpha Stream. Say to me provide 18 tons in that 1 year space now. This is how much you are going to lose. The American first one, a 2 months to sika you lose, into multiply by 12. Now, say yeah, 1 year with Alpha Stream as the middle or the broker. GRA 1.5 with withholding tax na scrappy, we will lose $14 million. Just 12 months. In Ghana cedis, 174 million cedis. All the bad dollars more, $14 million. We will lose it. See, when we sit in this gold for oil deal for the 1 year now, by the calculation we've done and the waivers I have shown you now, this is how much we are going to lose. Just a year, 2023 calendar year. Minerals Commission 0.2 now scrappy, sustainable fees, we will lose in 1 year. So you're providing 18 tons now. We will lose a year $1.9 million. In Ghana cedis, 23 million cedis. We will lose it by December 2023. PMMC, I say money. Sika, a year, or say PMMC, almost test a year minerals before economic waves are taxed. PMMC, we will lose by the end of December from the contract they have signed. They say they have signed a contract with Alpha Stream 1 year. I have the document. Nobody should act. Me, I'm saying, I have that contract. They say from Ochina, they say Petebisu. Now, PMMC assay charges on the gold 502 kilograms now. January, February, PMMC assay money now. Yan charging a wave. We have lost by December. We will lose $2 million, $2.5 million. In Ghana cedis, $29 million. Now, total loss. So by the end of the year, now you go through the 18 tons. Now that I want the Alpha Stream year deal. Now it's a Bank of Ghana PMMC. We are going to lose $18 million. In Ghana cedis, 227 million cedis. It will go down the drain. Pensioner for NMUSUNU. So for Yakufo, NMUDINA terminal. People are dying. We have reckless criminals in power. Let me tell you this. A Ghanaian company can do it. Bank of Ghana could have dealt with gold exporters in Ghana for them to be able to send this gold to the final consumer, that is Stonex. But because of their greed, what they did is they moved everything and created what we call a middleman. They created gold broker. I have exposed the gold broker. I have shown you documents gold on the koye. I have shown you PMMC, their illegalities. Ghanaians, this is not a joke. Gold for oil should end tomorrow. You are not angry enough. And I'll make you people angry. This is part 1. When I show you the part 2, gold, raw gold that was given to people to put in their homes. Raw gold in bags. You'll be shocked. We should not make a mistake on allowing these people to even move forward. We are supposed to be angry enough. Come out and let these people understand. There shouldn't be anything called gold for oil. I'm still waiting tomorrow. PMMC should provide invoices. How much they bought the 1.4 tons of gold for Bank of Ghana. Their margins are on it. We need to see receipt. Bank of Ghana was established or put together by the Constitution. Everyone has the right to know their books. I also want to ask the Bank of Ghana, have they signed a 1 year contract with Alpha Stream? Have they told Alpha Stream they will supply him with 18 tons of gold? I want to ask them, how much gold have they actually exported to Alpha Hour to get the oil? These are very important questions that need answer in 24 hours. What is coming is bigger. This is our first scandal in 2023. We have not gotten to the bile yet. But Ghanaians should understand. We don't do this for fun. We do this to save a nation. We have worked hard. We have followed. We have traced. We have lots to tell you. Meet us one way. Let us save this nation. As a young man, I'm not a military man. I am not a soldier. I am not a policeman. What I can do is to show us all the route. Show us all the light. Let us all join hands and make sure this government is kicked out. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is desperate for power. The Achim Sakawa have brought back their Ejapa. Alpha Stream is the Ejapa. Gold for oil is a scam. Tomorrow, all documents I've shown here will be put on our site, loudsilencenews.com. We will come back tomorrow evening to delve into this matter, break it down to simple stuff for you watching me to understand more. There's part 2. This is just part 1. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being part of today's show. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. It's been a very educative one, very thrilling, very interesting. Remember, there's part 2. Tomorrow, let's start asking questions. We are all messengers. It's very important. We need to understand that. We are all messengers who are ready and willing to speak truth to power. Thank you very much to my production team, Mr. S, Mr. P, the rest of the crew. I really appreciate this. Lot of work had gone into this. We still are very, very, very happy of what we have done today. I'd like to say thank you. Have a wonderful night. Be good. If you're in the United States, about 30 minutes to the Super Bowl. We will all enjoy this. If you're in Ghana, have a wonderful evening. I will see you tomorrow to discuss Ghana. God bless you. God bless me. God bless every single individual. Thank you very much and good night.
Gold for oil scandal on 12 February. Or with all due respect, Loud Silence TV.